Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab you a libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola, from the west side. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. I know I'm late. I kept pushing it back. I was watching something. I was trying to see if I could get some information, but I guess I'll just have to wait and find out after I get off live. So let me just come on camera. These lights are just getting on my nerves. So I'm under all of these lights, and it's like, this is, yeah. We're gonna see how long we can do this, because they make me hot. They make me hot, hence the fan. Okay, but if I turn off all these lights, y'all won't be able to see my beautiful chocolate skin, so we're going to keep them on. But happy Monday, and shouts out to the replay crew. Thank you for everyone who comes in on the replay crew. When you come through, please just give me a like. I love the views, and I love it if you just smash that like button even more, because that does help us in the algorithm. So it's a Monday night. I have posted earlier today, I put out some Black History Month content on my daily thoughts. It was the history of Black History Month. And here's the wild thing in regards to Black History Month. It was Black History Week until I was in the 7th grade. Okay? So, anyone who was born after the 70s, y'all got a month. But those of us who were born in the, prior, in the 70s or prior to, we remember when it was only a week and not a whole month. It became a whole month at the 200th birthday of this country, when then President Gerald R. Ford signed it into law that it be an entire month. And that's how we got Black History Month. But there are some people who would love if we didn't talk about Black history. But see, they don't seem to understand that Black history is American history. You take the Black history out of American history, and you don't really have American history, because how do you have American history when you can't talk about the people who were brought over here as chattel? How? I mean, and unfortunately, some people still think that we, the descendants, are chattel, when we know that our ancestors, if it wasn't for our ancestors and some of the innovative things that they developed, there would be no culture. African American culture is American culture. Collard greens, frying chicken, all the southern stuff. Hey, Anthony, all of that, the traffic light. Steam engine. George Washington Carver made all of these different things that you can do with a peanut. But that wasn't his only accomplishment. And if it hadn't been for a Black man, there would be no light bulb. The light bulb would not exist. And let's not forget the little known fact that the internet was invented by a Black person. Let's just forget about that. Let's forget about the fact that the Matrix movies and the Terminator movies, all of that came from a Black woman's mind, and she did eventually win her case in court, although we don't hear a bunch about that. But let's go past all that. Let's think about the fact that I don't know, Viola Davis just became an EGOT this year because of a book she wrote about her childhood. She got a Grammy. Hey, Uppity. A month is not enough time to really talk about all of the things that we as Black Americans, African Americans, whatever you want to call us, have brought into this country. But it's only been a month since 1976. And let's also remember that we're less than 150 years out of slavery. let's just remember that part too. Let's just bring it all into context. And let's also think about the fact that there's a push against CRT in this country. Part of the issue is that some people don't think that we need CRT because they're under the they're in the denial of wanting to just act like we contributed nothing to this nation. And some people don't want to be reminded of what their ancestors did, not understanding that nobody is blaming you for what they did. That's not, but you need to understand that to understand the quote unquote privilege that you have, and that it's all a myth. All of this stuff, you know. But I'm just talking, I'm just spitting some knowledge on y'all right now, but I'm giving more knowledge than I gave in, the little 7 minutes that I just gave about the history in the video earlier today. But we can thank the late Carter G. Woodson for there being anything in regards to our history. He's the one who made it possible that it was a week. That part. Yeah. So, hey, Pandy. Hey, Terry. Yeah. So, we are almost at the end of the shortest month in the year, which is Black History Month. But October, the UK will be celebrating Black History Month. Because let us not forget that those boats did not just come to the United States. They also affected the Caribbean, and those in the Caribbean, they got their independence in the 20th century, and they acknowledge it under their previous colonization by the UK, who still has many, many colonies. I sure would love to see them give back that diamond, but I'm sure you're not going to be able to get it out of them. Anyway, please go look at all of the Black History content that has been put out by all of the different content creators this month. If you didn't catch it, hopefully you guys caught some of the movies that were on Netflix and on Prime. Hope y'all caught some of that. There wasn't a whole lot that hit, free TV. Yeah, like not a bunch. Now, we did have the NAACP Awards this weekend, and I got the opportunity to watch them. But I want to talk about one of the acceptance speeches that was given for the award that was given to Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. And this was given to them in regards to his child who is trans. Now, let me start by saying I am LGBTQIA friendly. However, I am very concerned that this child may be pressured into making a permanent decision before they're of the age of majority. And my concern is that Dwayne Wade, along with Gabrielle Union, will do this regardless of how the biological mother feels. Now, I'm not saying that the child is not, feeling what they're feeling. All I'm saying is that it is not a good idea to put that kind of pressure on them, or to have them make those types of permanent decisions before they're 18. And really, my personal opinion is that it should be a little longer than that. Because if this is who they truly are, they're not going to stop feeling that that's who they truly are. They're going to continue to feel that way. And then once they're able to make that decision, regardless of how, the mother who feels, and I don't think that she's against what her child feels. I think that she doesn't want that decision to be made until they're old enough to legally make the decision themselves. And I just keep feeling, and this is just how I'm feeling, that Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are using what's going on with their child to keep themselves relevant. That's what I feel. Because they're not the only celebrities that have had children that were part of the community. We all remember when EJ, Magic Johnson's son, came out. And I think, although Magic Johnson's probably, a lot more old-fashioned in the things and how he, handled things, he didn't have the light shining on him. He allowed it to just be about his son. And that's what my issue is in this. Is that I don't feel that they're allowing it to be about Zaya. I think that they're making it about them. And that's how I felt. And I really feel that Gabrielle is more forceful in this, which is concerning because this is not her biological child. That's not her biological child. And why she is not more compassionate in seeing that how they're pushing all of this spotlight on this child and doing all of this stuff, and I just think they see dollar signs. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't see why they're trying to push their child into being the poster child for trans teenagers. I don't see why they're doing that. It's a lot of pressure to put on a kid. Especially if this is how Zaya really, truly feels and continues to feel. It's my opinion. Because I have to think about the fact that you see that there are some people who go through the transitional surgeries and later have issues or have regrets. And that's not something that someone who is under the age of 18 should be making decisions about. I know that, that there's this constant debate and this constant push, and I understand about the mental health issues that come around with them feeling like they're, trapped in a body that's not the body that they want to be in, or that their mind, that they feel that they are, all of that. I still think that decisions like that should not be being made by a child or being made by an adult for a child. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. I'm sure I'm not. Let me see. Okay. Did I freeze? I don't think I'm frozen on you guys. I hope I'm not frozen on you guys in. I think it's just my, okay. No, I think it's just it's my monitor. So, but the entire NAACP Awards, really, this was an awards weekend because you had the NAACP Awards on Saturday, and then on Sunday you had the SAG Awards, which were not on network TV. The NAACP Awards were on network TV, and I'm not sure if they've been on network TV before. That was very interesting. They were on BET, but they were also on CBS. But then the SAG Awards were on Netflix, and if you didn't have Netflix, they were on Netflix's YouTube channel for free. That was very interesting that they kicked the SAG Awards off of network TV. That was interesting. But I enjoyed watching the NAACP Awards. I think Queen Latifah did a great job as the host of it. And it's just nice to see us, and us honoring us, for the accomplishments, because a lot of the things, when it comes to the major awards shows, either we're not seen or they only allow one of us to be seen, like, this year we've got a few Black actresses that are up, for major awards, and yeah, only one of them can win. I'm obviously hoping when the Oscars come, I want to see my soror, Angela Bassett, win for her role in Wakanda Forever. Number one, because she's never won an Oscar, and I believe the last time that she was nominated was back when she did What's Love Got to Do with It, and that was in 1994. Also, because it would put some credibility behind the fact that the Marvel franchise is pushing out movies with the Black superheroes in it. And if she wins that'll be the first time that someone's won an Oscar for a role in one of those films. She's already making history, and I just like to see her continue making history. And she's in her 60s, like your girl here, so we'd like to see her to get that award. I would love to see that. She wasn't nominated for the SAG and for Best Actress. So, but I loved watching the NAACP Awards. I actually watched SAG yesterday as well. I watched them on YouTube. I watched them on YouTube, even though I do have Netflix. So We had both of those awards shows this weekend, but it, the Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, you know, the speech is what kind of got to me, and it just, my spirit is just making me feel like, you know, I just wanted to make sure that they don't make any decisions for the child. I just really hope that they don't. All right, moving on. So now I'm going to talk about what everybody else is talking about right now, which is the fact that Jaguar Wright has gotten herself back in police custody. And you know, happened happened on a live feed. I believe it was on her Instagram feed. And many of us have seen the clip. Now, to me, this whole situation and what we've been seeing is this woman is unhinged. Her husband, once this, let me call her like So Alchemy calls the fake daughter of Aaliyah and R. Kelly, got there, it seemed to have gotten worse than it was before. And shouts out to the plaintiff Jane, who calls her lasagna. Okay, but since this young lady has gotten there, it seems like Jaguar's situation has gone from bad to worse. Number one, Jaguar's already on a do not fly list because of her antics in the airport. But in the time that she has been with this young lady, it's been evident to me that unless she's an Academy Award winning actress, that she's got some mental issues of her own and might need to be on some meds. And I'm not even being funny. I'm being dead on serious about that. What happened today was like a manic break. She went into this police department. She was cussing everybody out. She was acting an effing fool up in there. And I'm surprised it took them as long as it did to put her into police custody, because she was in there cussing everybody out, talking all this yank out to people. And she just thought she was going to get away with that stuff because she was recording. I really... Are you okay, girl? I don't think you're okay. I don't think you're okay. And the fact that you would, I don't know, have this young lady in there and further jeopardize your marriage. Now it appears her husband had already left, and she was at the police department to make a false allegation against him. And she's friends with Tokyo Toni, who is not a representation of women from DC. She does not represent women from DC. We do not act like Tokyo Toni. We don't act like that woman. We don't claim her. I'm going to say that again. We don't claim her. Ask anybody from DMV, they'll tell you we don't claim her. We don't claim her. Mhm. So that's her friend. And here's the crazy thing. You know, it has been obvious that some things have been going on with Jaguar. I'm not saying that some of the stuff that she has said about the industry may or may not be true, but your actions make you look like you not in your right mind. I'm hoping that Lasagna takes her butt back to Detroit, where she came from, and gets off of this story of her being the the child of Aaliyah, rest in peace, baby girl, and R. Kelly. This is disgusting that she's even trying this old mess. Okay, I mean, she allegedly has a twin. So what? Did Aaliyah have two kids and we don't know about them? We don't know about you know it, it, it- if y'all twins, how does that work? Means y'all had to have the same mother. So her story is falling apart. And for those of you who care to wonder, she has a YouTube channel too. She was on her little YouTube channel reading cards, doing all kinds of spiritual stuff. Personally, I think she might have tapped into some stuff, and she thinks that she's been in contact with the spirit of Aaliyah, and that's how she's coming in with this. I'm telling you, she thinks that she's been tapped in. Lasagna. So Jaguar is in custody. Now, the question is she just in regular police custody? Or has she you know, been put in for an evaluation? That's what we wonder. Because it seems to me like she needs to be on something. Something is going on with her. Because how she was acting in that police department, like I said, unless unless she's an Academy Award winning actress and that was all an act. That looked like a legitimate manic break. Looked like somebody who was having a manic episode to me. And I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist or any of that. But I do know people who have had manic episodes. And I know what one looks like. I know what it looks like. hmm And we've seen people having manic episodes right up here, up on this platform. We've seen them doing that stuff. So let's not act like what was going on did not appear to be a manic episode. So now everybody was going live today talking about Jaguar going to jail, including all the people who were around for the click and the view when Lasagna went to Jaguar. That part. Lasagna needs to take her butt back to Detroit. YouTube is not going. YouTube's not going. TikTok may have gone, but YouTube is not going. Okay? Because all of this stuff, she still has a channel that has 422 subs. Okay? 422 subs. So that means that YouTube's not going. You know, you went viral because people were watching the cray cray. And people were laughing at it on TikTok. Rest assured. Just like with this boy that's over there saying that he's LL Cool J's son now. Just like that. That's what you guys are saying. But yeah, she needs to let it go. She needs to let it go and move on. Find something else. Stop saying that these people are your parents. They're not your parents. We're not even believing you with you went and got DNA tests. DNA tests for what? Does she seriously think that she gonna be able to get a DNA sample out of R. Kelly? Does she think that's gonna happen? And how does she plan on getting a DNA sample out of Aaliyah? Does she think that Aaliyah's brother is going to give her a DNA sample? I'm just saying. How she think this is going to work? She needs to take her butt back to Detroit. She's on SSI. And if it's an issue with her family, clearly she's in right mind enough to travel around the country. Okay? And even if she is diagnosed with something like schizophrenia, she's still capable of putting herself on a plane and taking her butt back home. We're not talking about a child. We're talking about a grown woman. I think she's like, what, around my son's age. And I don't believe that she is special needs. I don't believe that, she's slow. I don't think none of that's going on. This is calculated moves. All right, so let me see what you guys are saying. Hey, information man. So let's just hope that Jaguar gets the proper help that she needs at this point. And some people are saying that Jaguar did all of that on purpose, so it would force Lasagna to leave. I don't think that Jaguar was trying to get herself, arrested. I don't think she was doing. I don't think she did that on purpose. I think she thought because she was filming all of this that she could go in there and act like a damn fool. I mean, because she was riled up when she went in there. So I'm sure we'll find out what's going on in regards to that tomorrow. 'Cause from what I understand, people have already called. This is how you two people, y'all ain't ish. Cause y'all didn't already call down there to see if this girl is in custody. Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all ain't right at all. And speaking of updates, and people in custody, shouts out to Miss Indy. Miss Indy posted a video earlier today in regards to Rob Rack, who was supposed to have a hearing today, but it's been postponed till tomorrow. So, yep, he's still in custody. California don't play, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, California don't play. And he's in Northern California. He's in Sacramento. Yeah, they really don't play up there. He's in the state capital. Are you okay, sir? Are you okay? You know, I mean, what was he out? He was out of jail for less than 72 hours before he's back in custody. And so they delayed his hearing until tomorrow. Apparently, he had been moved from one department to another department, and then when today they're now moving him back to the department that he was originally in, and for that to happen, they're postponing the hearing until tomorrow. Just so I guess we'll find out what's going on with him tomorrow. Shouts out to Miss Indy and the other people who are keeping track of that. hmm I still don't understand what the F Tracy was thinking about being with that dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't see it. Ain't nothing attractive about a drunk. Ain't nothing attractive about a drunk. Not at all. Nothing. Rob Rack. That's his YouTube name, Terry, but he's in Sacramento. He's in custody in Sacramento right now. Yeah, for threatening an officer on social media. He got on here and threatened an officer when he got out of custody, and so he is now back in custody. It is what it is. Just dumb. Just dumb. Just dumb on his part. And he's in, I guess, the most sector, or I don't know which sector he's in. He wasn't black sector. But he was with, he was having a YouTube relationship with another content creator, and they met in real life. She flew out to Sacramento, and he ended up in jail while she was in Sacramento. And yeah, it's been pretty much downhill for him since. So yeah, he's still in custody. He's still in custody. And I'm going to go to the last thing I want to talk about, which is people on this platform talking about children that aren't their own children. You talking about somebody else's children. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all got issues. It's weird. And right now, it appears that Ghetto Intellect made a statement that appeared like he was saying something inappropriate in regards to a 14-year-old. Pedialyte tendencies. So, you know, he's quote unquote being canceled right now. But here's the thing, as we go into this, he's not the only person that's been around here talking about kids. I mean, let's go back to Glitter Boots making inappropriate comments in regards to Jazzy's daughter, who was like what, 5 or 6, single digit age, and he made an inappropriate comment about her needing a bra. Like, the F is wrong with him. But nobody, there wasn't a whole bunch of. So we're picking and choosing our outrage. I have an issue with it no matter who the F it is. I've already said something. I mean, and then y'all, we've had people talking about kids on the spectrum, and y'all know how I feel about that. But you're weak as F when you're talking about somebody's kids. If your issue is with the person, then keep it on the person. What the F are y'all doing bringing their children into it? And I'm talking about whether the kids are grown or not grown. Don't be. But when y'all are bringing in minor children into it and saying and just going weird places, Ghetto Intellect, dude, I don't even know what to say to you on that BS you did. I don't even know what to say. Supposedly you're a member of a Divine Nine. I believe you're a member of Phi Beta Sigma. I'm sure your fraternity brothers would not be real happy about that kind of behavior. Like, dude. And don't you have daughters? You have daughters. And here's the wild thing. Yesterday, he was on another content creator's page talking about, protecting the children and all kinds of stuff and everything. And then within 24 hours, he's on Army of Victimone saying crazy stuff. Hey, DLD, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the cash out. Thank you for the cash. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah. Now, people are saying, oh, well, the black sector handled that, but did we really? Because y'all ain't say nothing about all the other weird behavior that's gone on before this one. This ain't the first time that we've had somebody saying something inappropriate in regards to somebody else's child. It's not the first time. And it's weird. It's creepy. It's creepy. And it's triggering for a lot of people. I'll say a lot of women mainly, because there are many in our community that something inappropriate happened to when they were a child. And then you got some grown man on here leering at a child or making an inappropriate comment in regards to a child. Like, what what you doing? You know. See, part of the reason why I didn't start my YouTube channel until my son was grown was because of creepy stuff like that. You know, creepy stuff like that. Because they don't just look at little girls. They don't. But that's hey Texas maid. That's some messed up ish. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens with this. I personally think if I were you, ghetto intellect, log off. Just take a YouTube break. And I agree with the mother of said minor that this is really between her and him, because he just needs to have a conversation with her, and he needs to explain himself to the parent. hmm I don't need an explanation. It's not my child. But another reason, why it's like, when you're in these sectors, y'all don't show your. I hate to say it, don't show your kids. Don't show your kids if they're under 18, because you got people in here who are just on some weird stuff. Just don't show them. It's sad. And from what I understand, the little girl was not even seen. Not really. You couldn't really see her. She was like brushing her mom's hair, and then she wasn't on. Then she wasn't on. So I don't even understand why the comment was made. It was, and the comment was just, yeah. I'm not even gonna repeat what he said. The screenshot of it is flashing around um, the black sector of YouTube. Yeah. But the screenshot and what he said and his explanation for what he said don't match. Okay? They don't match. Don't match. So that's where I have an issue with. I mean, I got an issue with the fact that you even made the effing statement. Okay? It's like, it's real simple. If y'all don't talk about children, period, if you don't pull people's kids in it, that should be the line. Don't cross that line. How hard is it to not bring people's kids into your stuff on YouTube? What the F is wrong with y'all? How hard is it to not talk about kids? And what do they have to do with whatever it is that their parent is doing on YouTube? What do they have to do with that? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. But because you did this ignorant stuff early this morning, we all talking about it all today. And we got other stuff that we could be talking about that's probably just as serious or more serious. But we got to talk about this bullshit from you. Yeah. So now I'm wondering what's going to happen with all the channels where we're a mod. I'm wondering what's going to happen with that. Like, is Kimmy going to kick you out of her mod squad? I'm wondering. They shouldn't be brought up, and yet they are being brought up. I mean, I was talking about, you know, my last conversation was about autism moms going back and forth with each other and then saying stuff about each other's kids. I was just through with that. Now we got, creepy people on here talking under children's clothes. I'm not okay with that. I mean, we had issues with, Brother Polite and his BS on here. I'm just saying, if you say something like that, that means that if you've got those kind of thoughts going around in your mind. Because if you can text it out in a chat and not think anything was wrong, and I don't give a damn about all the brothers who came to you and said something to you afterwards. You out of pocket, ghetto intellect. And then, dude, you were working as a college counselor, so you were working with young adults, and then some of the people who were coming to you were under the age of 18, and you're doing this kind of creepy stuff online. That's a problem. That's an effing problem. I wouldn't want you working in the financial aid office at a college that any young person that was related to me went to school at. Not at all. It's crazy. But y'all gonna keep doing this stuff, and somebody gonna be over the edge if you say something about their kid, and then it's gonna go offline, and it's not gonna be a pretty situation. I mean, what was it, a couple of weeks ago? Some woman followed VS to her son's job when she went to go pick up her son, and her son is an adult, but her son is an adult on the autism spectrum. I had a problem with that. Okay. Then what? This past week, we had Brianna letting Glitter Boots up on a panel to play in VS's trauma of what happened to her as a child. Like, what is wrong with you people? Y'all are on doing some like sick stuff up on here. And this is why it's like, the ones who have said anything about things that happened to them when they were children, it takes guts to talk about that, but then you have people come and take that information and use it and go at people about something like that. Like, and that MFer, with his limp freaking, member, You know, the dude who needs to eat better, the dude who don't have no running water in his house, as far as we know, still, and and Brianna, you thought it was okay to walk away for almost 15 effing minutes and let that man up on your platform and talk to someone who is a victim of something happened to them as a child. Yeah, that's that's what we're doing on YouTube these days. We're talking about kids, we're talking under children's clothes, and then we're playing in people's childhood trauma. That's what we're doing on here now. Is that who is that who y'all don't have, y'all can't come up with content? Y'all can't come up with, content? Ain't there a lot of stuff going on in the world? Celebrities, Real Housewives shows, you know? Y'all don't have time, can't go over there and talk about what's going on with Wendy Williams, but y'all need to get in everybody's hey, six figures. But this is what we doing. This is some sick shit. Y'all need to stop. It's just, I'm just over it. You know? So, I know how not to support people who are on bullshit. I do. I think we all know how. But y'all need to get back to doing content. And if you don't know how to do content, then log off. How about that part? Log off. Don't be on here. And stop playing in people's childhood traumas. Okay, you guys. I know I've been on here rambling for about an hour. I will be back live on Wednesday. I am working on a couple of shorts that I'm going to push out on the Purple Diva Den. That will be short spoken words that are like a minute. Yep. That I'm strictly just, they won't be with all the visuals like, the ones that I've been doing. These will be just short ones, just me saying it and giving it to you guys in a minute and pushing those out on there, because since the algorithm seems to like shorts a lot better than, and they give them a lot more love, or I'm going to put some shorts out on there. I guess that's their way of trying to compete with TikTok. And I have noticed that I guess it's in beta form that they're pushing out like the hearts and different emojis where you can just push those from in the chat. I've seen them on a few people's channels. I don't know how people have them and how they don't. I guess I'll just wait and see when it happens for me. I know six figures. I know. So I get a lot of views on my shorts. And I get views from people who are not in this part of YouTube. When you put out shorts, they push the shorts out to a larger community. And I guess that is to help you to bring people into your channels. Because I've gotten a few subs of people that are in some other parts of YouTube, and they just sub to me because they saw my short and they liked my content from that. So we're gonna do that on my other channel as well. Also when I'm doing those on there, then I'll those short ones, I'll be able to push those out on my TikTok at the same time, because we've got to do multiple places with the content. But I'll be back on Wednesday. There'll be a short tomorrow for sure, cause y'all know I'm trying. I'm trying to give y'all a short every day. Um, I am trying to put stuff on the community, trying to go onto the community tab, but YouTube does not push out our community tabs like they used to. So it's like I'll put something up there, and the way that they do it, sometimes they'll push it out, and then sometimes they don't push it out, and y'all don't see it. So I don't know. I don't know how valuable the community tabs are now because everybody has one. you know, we all have a community tab. No matter how many subscribers you have, if you put up some videos, you got a community tab. So that part. So I think that's kind of affecting how effective the community tabs are. I'm still gonna put stuff out on my community wall, um, but I just don't know how well that's helping me in driving traffic to my channel. But I'm gonna get out of here. Let me just get over to my outro. I have been loving the fact that StreamYard has not been tripping with me lately. You guys, y'all have noticed I haven't been on here having conniption fits about things not going when I click on it. Everything's been working. I don't know what happened, but we're gonna just be glad that StreamYard is acting good, because I'm gonna start doing simulcasts on Twitter and on Facebook. I'm gonna do it like once a week, because I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get those two platforms monetized. I'm almost to enough subscribers or followers on TikTok to monetize TikTok. So y'all know. Once I get that monetized, then I'll figure that one out. Then I'll figure out the rest of them. I'm trying to monetize everything, because I'm retiring in a couple of years. I'm retiring in a few years, and I need to have as many streams of income floating around as possible. Yeah. And I am going to go ahead and build a website. I'm going to build a website. I wish I had done it when my friend Darren was still here, but I'm going to figure it out on my own. Maybe I'll go through Squarespace and do it through there, because they have a lot of templates to help you. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to have to do it with someone where I can have a web hoster, so someone that's helping me with it. So we're going to figure that out, but we're going to get everything together. I do too, DLD. I miss him. I really do. That was our IT guru. I don't want to get misty-eyed, so I'm going to get off of here. All right. I will see you guys on Wednesday live, for sure. In the meantime, be safe in these YouTube streets. Be safe in real life. But I will see you then. Peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out of here, you guys. Peace. Bye, you guys.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.